It's your boy Sean Matrai here with a different style of video today. Today I'm going to teach you how to get involved if you're brand new. So if you're coming over maybe from Hearthstone, you're coming over from Yu-Gi-Oh!, Duel Links, Master Duel, any other card game, MTG Arena, whatever. This is how to get involved with Pokemon Pocket. Now, a lot of people come in the game, they ask the question, do I have to spend a bunch of money to get involved? No, you don't. I'm going to teach you what some of the meta decks are, what you should be opening for, what currency is here, how do you buy packs, etc., etc. So, with that being said, there'll be a few deck profiles here, and then tomorrow we'll resume with another gameplay video. But, with that being said, here we go. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, sub. I'm trying to also work it out so I can stream on TikTok as well, so we can have Pokemon streams on Twitch and on TikTok and on YouTube. So streaming to 3 different platforms there. So once we do that. Okay. So first things first is if you're a new player, you need to know what the meta decks are. I'm going to write them down over here on the overlay for you guys. So first things first, we're going to look at space-time transcendence. So I'm going to write down space, time. I'm going to write this, STT. And the first deck is, we're going to talk about Palkia. So Palkia comes out of the pink pack here. And Palkia is a meta deck. And the way it works, I'm going to show you what you need to get for it. So Palkia, you need to go in, and it is an EX Pokemon, which means that I'll go over pack points. I'll go over the currencies as soon as we're done talking about the decks, which means you need 500 currency points to get it, or you need to pull it twice. And unlike Yu-Gi-Oh!, which you may know in Yu-Gi-Oh! You're allowed to have 2 of the 3 of each copy of a card. Pokemon is 2. So in Pocket, you can get 2 copies of Palkia, and you'll be good to go on that front. You also need 2 Manaphy. I'm going to show you the deck list, but Palkia is definitely an option to go for. Now, how does Palkia win? Well, Palkia wins by incurring a certain amount of energy on your Palkia. You need like 4 to Dimensional Storm, which does 20 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And at the same time, it can also swing for 30 damage while you have like 1 energy on Palkia. So if you have an energy, you can still attack for 30 consistently regardless. So very, very good deck. What else can you get in the pink set up here? What else can you get in the pink set alongside Palkia? Well, Weavile is also a good deck as well. It's around the tier 3 alongside your Darkrai, but you need to go into both Space-Time Transcendence packs because Darkrai is the other one. But Darkrai is one of the strongest, if not the strongest EX Pokemon, being able, when you attach an energy, to deal 20 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. And we'll get into Darkrai Weevil in a second. But let me go ahead and show you what a Palkia deck looks like. So, and I'll tell you how to gain access to it. So, going into here. Go over to your decks. So this is Palkia. So to build Palkia, you need Manaphy, which again comes into that Space-Time Showdown Palkia pack. So if you go in the Palkia pack, you also pick up your Manaphys. They do come in standard art and alternative full art. So Manaphy is very good. If you don't know what it does, Manaphy is an Oceanic Gift ability to give all of your 2 of your bench water Pokemon 2 water energy. So very, very good to boost up your Palkia in that regard. So you'll need 2 copies of your Manaphy, 2 copies of your Palkia. Again, you don't need to have Immersive Art Palkia, I just happen to have it. 2 copies of Vaporeon, courtesy of my boy Steven. Make sure you go follow him. I will leave his channel in the description below. Give him a sub and enjoy all of his awesome content. So 2 Vaporeon, 2 Eevee. Eevee, again, is a card that comes in one of the standard packs. And you can also get it in Space-Time Smackdown as well, so you need 2 copies of your Eevee. Depending on what variant you want to play, you can go into different packs to get your Eevee. Then your Potion, your Pokeballs. All these cards are free. Your Pokeballs, your Giant Capes, and your Professor's Research. I'm going to show you how to get those cards. They come for free, so if you started Don't worry about it. Don't feel like you have to spend $1 million. You don't. Misty is the only old card you have to get. Leaf you have to get as well, but Misty comes in the Pikachu pack of the first pack of the Genetic 8-pack set, so you do need to get her. She's a common. She also comes in full art as a full art trainer, as do all your trainers. So Cyrus you can get in Space-Time Transcendence. So in Space-Time Transcendence you can pick up your Cyrus, and that also comes in the Palkia pack. And then Leaf, which is a common in Mythical Island. So, again, not too hard to get these cards. Now, if you're saying, oh gosh, how many packs do I have to pull to get these trainers? If you have friends, it's also great to trade common trainers with friends, because those you can trade for, and they're it makes it a lot easier to get. Also, if you acquire like 70 pack points, you can get the trainers out of the packs. So, it's not an impossible amount. You can craft them, essentially. There is crafting in this game, but it's limited, so keep that in mind. You have to use more cards before you can get them. Okay, so that's Palkia. So Palkia, again, is not that expensive, except it's kind of a little bit RNG reliant, because you have to still go into the packs to pull Palkia. But overall, it's a solid deck to go for, with a lot of the stuff that you need, either being free with your Pokeballs, your Giant Capes, your Professor's Research, which goes into every deck, but Palkia also being in the same pack as the Manaphy, with really leaving the only cards you need are your trainers to build the deck. If you want to expand upon it even more, you can go into the get Articuno EX, which comes in the Mew pack of the Genetic 8 packs as an EX, but it's not needed to play the deck. You can play it without it. You could also play another variant with Gyarados, of Water Deck variant, if you pull that out of your Space-Time, your Mythical Island pack. Now, the next deck I want to go over, so that's pretty much the main deck you're going to go for out of the pink pack. So if you decide to go into Space-Time Transcendence, that's the main deck you're going to go for out of this pink pack. You're going to be looking for Palkia. Now, okay, next, there is the Dialga pack. Now, this pack, I feel, gives you more value in the long run. And the reason I say this is because I feel like Dialga is going to be a really, really good card in the long run. In here, you can also get Pachirisu EX. And you can also pick up Darkrai, which is very, very strong. So what value will you get? Well, you can get Dialga, and like I said, like Palkia, Dialga comes in 3 different rarities. It comes in its standard EX rarity. It also comes in full art, and you also can get it as an immersive rare. Actually, 4 technically crown rare, but crown rare is extremely rare to get. So, I wouldn't rely on that. Next, we also have Darkrai. Darkrai comes in EX rarity and a full art, alongside your Pachirisu, which also comes in full art and EX. Now, all 3 of these cards are pretty strong. Now, right now, Pokemon does not have a ranked system pocket, so you can play casual. But Darkrai, Dialga, which I feel has a lot of future potential, due to we don't have really a lot of Steel-type Pokemon in the game yet, but also Dialga works with generic Pokemon. So, getting 2 energy on that means that you can set up other powerful Pokemon, such as Lilicki right now. Not maybe the strongest Pokemon at the moment, because it takes a little bit to set up, but still a decent deck at that. You could also play Dialga EX with Melmetal and set that up as well, and have a 120 body with it, and a strong Melmetal effect. So there's a lot of ways you could potentially play Dialga. And a lot of future potential could also come with Dialga as well. Darkrai with Magnum, Darkrai with Magnum is really, really strong right now. Magma Zone. So that's one of the strongest decks in the game, if not the strongest. So really, really good value. The only thing is, if you decide to go for that, and I'm going to show you, again, we're going to go back to the deck images. If you decide to go for that, you do need Magneton, and that does come from the Pikachu, so you're going to have to delve into that pack as well. But again, it's a rare. If you get 150 pack points and you pull one of them, then you can easily just craft the other. So, not hard to get. Magnezone also you get from this pack as well. If we scroll up, you'll see it in the rare section. Oh, wait, I just went all the way down. Here it is. There's the Magnezone. And also a lot of other cool things you can get in here. Togekiss, you can get some Luxray if you want to make a lightning Pokemon deck. That's really cool. Lucario is really cool and some fighting-based strategies, and you can have fun with Regigigas as well. So there's a lot of things in Rampardos, again, to fit with your Lucario strategy. So a lot of value out of that space-time continuum set. Okay. Next, let's talk about Pachirisu and talk about Darkrai. Okay. Not over here. Alright, so again, talking about Pachirisu. Pachirisu is a very, very strong deck. And again, I think this is like one of the easiest decks to build as a new player, because a lot of the stuff that you can get is via common trainers. Now again, Sabrina, you do have to delve into Charizard, because that's where you're going to get your Sabrinas from. But you don't necessarily have to. I shouldn't say that, because you can use pack points if you wanted to delve into another pack. So for example, let's say you pull both Pachirisu and Darkrai. Well, then you could just go into Gen X Apex Pikachu, go to pull copies of your Magneton, and then use your extra pack points to get 2 Sabrinas, and that's only 150. So you'll get that very easily, and you can pick up your 2 Sabrinas, and then you have that. Cyrus, if you go into the Palkia version, or even if you go into Space Transcendence, you can use those pack points. And the one thing I have to bring up is pack points are limited per set, so you can only use the pack points for that particular set to open up, get craft cards from that particular pack. So if you came from something like Master Duel, you can't just craft from anywhere. Okay, it doesn't work that way. But you have to craft for that particular pack. However, you can craft a Cyrus, because it's in Space-Time Transcendence, the other pack, so you can craft one Cyrus for 70 points, so you don't have to delve into the Palkia pack to get a Cyrus, and Cyrus is very, very strong at that. It's meta-defining. Now, on top of that, they do play Dawn in blue. Dawn also comes in this pack as well, so you can get Dawn. You don't need full art, you don't need full out blue, you don't need full out Dawn. You can play it also without the blue if you don't want to go into that. It's perfectly playable. X-Speed is absolutely free to get. All of your tools are free to get. So like I said, all these tools completely free. You don't have to spend a single dime to get your Rocky Elements or your Giant Capes. So very, very effective. And then again, you can see I play Zapdos EX. This does not need to be played. You can absolutely play the deck with just Pachirisu alone and be on that with like an all-trainer build. I like to play it with Zapdos EX because it gives you a good lead. But again, if you go into the Pikachu pack, you can pull a Zapdos. And if you get a Zapdos, you can throw it right in there. So if you're going to pull for your other stuff to build your Darkrai, then you can potentially build 2 decks for the price of 1. Now the other deck you can make, if we add this in, I have not completed this yet because I still have to get some more Magmatons, but is Darkrai. So if you went for like Darkrai EX, if you search this up, and I went for Darkrai EX, I put 2 of these in, and then I search up, say something like my... You can play Darkrai in a lot of different ways too, you don't necessarily need to play it this way. There are many different builds of Darkrai. Another way you can play this with Weavile, and Weavile also comes in the other Palkia pack. So if you, or, right now there's a Dark event going on, I still believe it's still going on, so you can get lucky out of Wonder Picks to put Weavile as well. So if I went and searched up something like Mag, and I put in like Magmazone, I still need to get another one, and I put into Magmites, and then I put in my Magmites, and then I can get to put in some of my other cards like my Magmazones, and then my other Magmas as well from the Pikachu. So if I could put in my Magmatons and my Magmazones, and then do that, then I could have access to building that as well. So very, very good. And then you could go in that direction and put in your Darkrai's alongside your Professor's Researches, your Cyruses, and whatever not. So this could be a direction. You could also go in a direction, like I said before, if you wanted to build the Weavile version. You can easily put like 2 Weavile EXs in, and then with your 2 Darkrai's. Oh, I took a Darkrai out of this deck. I don't know why. Apologize for that. And then you could put in like your Sneasel. which is your, helps you evolve it. And then you have your Sneasels, and this is the foundation for your Darkrai EX Weevil deck. So you could do that, and it's very, very strong at that. Now keep in mind, we also have a new set coming, hopefully soon. I'm hoping. So if we expect the new set to come soon, you may choose to wait on a lot of the currency that you want to spend. But like I said, you get a lot of value, I think, out of that Space Time pack, because Darkrai and especially Dialga has a lot of future potential, I feel. So hang on to that. I think that's the best value to go into that pack. Now, one other deck I'm going to show you that you can build is you get a lot of value out of is Executor EX. So Executor EX featuring Celebi. Now this deck is a little bit harder to get, I feel, because you have to go into 2 different packs to get 2 different EXs. So Celebi is a pack that is a Celebi you only need 1 of. It does come in Mythical Island. So if I would look here, it costs 500 points. But Celebi is very, very strong. You also get Mew in here, and Mew is absolutely fantastic Pokemon. And this works fantastic with Dialga. So that's one of the advantages of going in here. Because all the generic, you can see the energy is generic. And the third effect of Mew EX allows Genome Happening to copy your opponent's attacking ability and use it as an attack. Also, you can get Vaporeon in here. So maybe if you went for Bill Palkia and you pick up some of this beside it, could be very, very good for you as well. Also in here, another good is Leaf and Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl is another cool card that you can use. Kind of slow down your opponent because they can't evolve active Pokemon. But the nice thing about Aerodactyl EX is that you can use this with something like Lucario. You can use it with Lucario, and that'd be very good at that. Okay, so that's that. Also want to go over the some of the older packs, just to go over what's inside them. So if we go over here to, as for example, the Pikachu. We go over here, we look at the offering rates. In here you can get a Full Art Misty. So Full Art Misty's in here, which is great for your water decks. You just get a common Misty, it works just as well. And then you have your Zapdos, as I talked about before. If you wanted to build a Pachirisu deck, you can add that to it. You also have Gyarados, which you can make some spicy decks out of this. And then inside your... Oh, you also your... excuse me, I forgot to go over one card here. In here you also have access to Magnemite. And then you have your main stable for your Dialga, which is your... get down here, your Magneton, as I said before. And Magneton is so good with your Magma Zone with Dialga. So that works out really well with that. In Genetic Apex, you can get access to your Articuno EX, which goes with your Palkia deck. And then you can also get access to, not really too much more, Muto EX is kind of okay-ish. Other than that, like, Marowak's kind of okay, Venusaur is up and down, but, you know, most of this is okay. Gengar can be spicy in some decks, but, yeah. Then you have, at last, the Charizard deck, which you can build Charizard. But again, you go into this, you need Moltres, you need your Charizard to really get that going. But if you want to make your Charizard deck, you can absolutely go into here. Also, Erica's in here, and Erica's very good for your plant deck. Oh, I did not bring up one key card that's in here. And it's the whole point of me really going over this pack in general. You can also get Brock and Giovanni out of here as well, but those cards are trainers, so you can just, like, craft for them if you keep opening these packs. Where is it? Oh, it's not in this one. It's in the Charizard one, I think. Yeah, Executor EX. So Executor EX, to me, in my point of view, is like an S tier, one of the strongest Pokemon, EX Pokemon in the game, because all you need to evolve it is just all you need is just generic egg to evolve it, and then Executor EX comes. It's one energy, plant energy to attack with it. And it can potentially do 80 damage if you get a heads, which is very strong and has 160 health. So if you combine this with Erica, it can be very oppressive for your opponent, because suddenly they ain't killing you with a wooden stake. So it's very, very good. Stormy is funny too. It's cool too. You could also use this with your Palkia and in your water decks with Manaphy and whatever. Also, in the generic packs, you could also get access to Greninja. Dark Rain Greninja is another deck you can build. Okay, so that's that for the decks that you can make. Now comes the second part of this video, which is, okay, Sean, I know what decks I can make, but now, how do I get access to all the currency? Well, let's talk about what currency is. So if you're new to the game, the way you're gonna get currency is through pack hourglasses and gold. Now gold comes as you level up. You get a lot of gold that way. I believe you can get some gold by doing some solo missions as well. But gold is very hard to come by in Pokemon, like something like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel, where you get gold up your Patuchka and you just don't know what to do with it. It takes 12 gold to open up a pack, so keep that in mind. You get a free pack every day, so that's something you want to keep it to mind. So that's how you're going to get it. Now, how are you going to get these hourglasses? Well, you're going to get the hourglasses also by doing missions. The first thing I recommend you do as a new player is do the solo missions. You generally want to do the beginner missions first, do that, and then you'll level up really fast. That's another way you're going to get hourglasses. Most of the missions give you about 3 to 4 hourglasses per mission, so you will get that. You also get shop tickets, which can be exchanged for hourglasses. But keep in mind there's a monthly spending limit on that. So for example, if we go to the shop, and we go over here, you will see that, if the shop ever wants to load, okay, that you have hourglasses. Now these are monthly, so that you can see that these are one out. You could buy Wonder Picks with these, which I'm going to talk about in a second. And you can buy your pack hourglasses. Now, the 6-pack costs 18 shop tickets. The one, I believe, is 6. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. And again, you can get these monthly, and then these are already exchanged. You can see there's a time reset limit, so in 2 days I can reset and get these again. So it's to make sure that you can, you don't have to, you don't get too much free content. They try to limit you. You can also get some like binder covers, Pikachu. You got Pikachu, Mewtwo, Charizard here, Palkia, and Dialga. But over here, this is what I recommend you use your shop tickets on first. And this is very, very important. Okay? Now, over here, to get your professor's research, this is something you want to get for free immediately. So pick up 2 of these. Also pick up 2 of your potions, 2 of your X speeds, and 2 of your Pokeballs. So all 4 of those cards you want to get immediately, and 2 of them, because they're generic and they're really, really good. You could also pick up emblems with certain emblems that you can pick up. So if you open up like a full set, if you open up like almost like a clear full set, you can start picking emblems for that set. Genetic Apex here, you can kind of see them here too. So there's that. But yeah, so that's basically what you want to do with that. Now, Wonder Picks. Right now we still have the rare pick going on. These refresh almost like daily. So you can see in 5 hours and 50 minutes, my Wonder Pick meter keeps refreshing. Some of the picks, you get a bonus pick every day for free. So you can see here, I'll do this as an example. I get to open up one of my Wonder Picks. And this is completely random based upon what you get. But you can take them from friends. The more friends you get, you can kind of like steal a card from them, potentially, depending on what you... Or take a card that they have. Oh, steal is the right word, but... take a card that they have, and then, you know... But it's like I said, it's at random. You're not guaranteed to get it. See here, I can pick for like a Cynthia by using like 1 energy. This only takes 1 because it's a bunch of commons. Get a Manaphy. So this is the way you get things. Here's a Metal. You can get this potential for Dialga. Now everything that's here on my screen is not guaranteed on yours. This will come on your friends. This is cool. This is a full out Manaphy. So maybe if you're playing something like Palkia, and here's a Electivire. There's a lot of things you can get. And if I scroll up here, we have an event going on. So if you want to use your three energy, you can get a rare pick. You can get a Hontrove, you can get a Darkrai, a Weezing. This alternates. Sometimes this alternates. But like you see here, Weavile EX, if you get lucky and pull Weavile, then that can help you build your Darkrai EX Weavile deck that I talked about. So that's something you can build off that. Okay. So there you go. So that is going to be my video on how to get started in Pokemon. If you have any questions, feel free to stop by one of my pocket streams. I wanted to get this video out because, again, I feel that this is very important for people to get, especially for me, to get an understanding of how to get involved with Pokemon, especially if you've never played it before. Now, here you can see I'm subscribed to the Premium Pass. You don't have to get this, but this allows me to get 2 packs per day, which has helped accelerate the process. But no need. If you're free to play, you don't have to. Also, I want to talk one more thing, which is about gold. Gold is hard to come by. You get it mainly by leveling up. Sorry, there's a way to better show it to you. Today, tomorrow, sometime next year. So gold is something that's kind of hard to come by. Like I said, you mainly get it by leveling up. Leveling up, you get some gold. But most of the gold that you have to buy, unfortunately. And it takes 6 gold to open up a pack. So that means generally about 10 USD to open up 10 packs around that marker. So again, you could opt to do that if you want to. If that's just the way you want to expand and get your packs faster. Again, some of these are like at random chances. Like EXs are a lot harder to get than regular things, but there are still like generic Pokemon decks that are very good. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, this is your boy Sean Matrai signing out. Either tomorrow night, Friday, or Saturday, expect another Pokemon stream. I'm trying to wait out a future new set if we get it soon. That's what I'm trying to do. But there's going to be Pokemon videos updated daily, or like I said, every other day, depending. But yeah, if you're also interested in Duel Links, I stream that too. There is Duel Links content. Click on my stream below. Click on my streams if you want to watch a previous one or my Duel Links video. And if you have questions about Pocket there, feel free to ask. I will answer anything you need to know. Until next time, it's your boy Sean Matrai signing out. Bye, YouTube.